And we're live.
What's up, guys?
You guys see us?
We
Let
only
us
have
know.
25 people in New York.
It's growing. It's growing. Let's see what the conversation is.
Yo, you should throw it on the big screen.
And then this
so I
on
can
the
read the questions. Yeah.
and then this on the small screen.
Okay, I can read it.
Got it. There we go. What's going on? I see the comments coming in now. You can read these?
Yeah, I got it.
I'll make it bigger. All right, perfect. Jesse, what's going on, Jesse?
Hardy's in New York? Nah, he's in Florida right now.
Yeah, he's in Florida at the moment. Only a real man can pull off a lavender hoodie. Yeah, it's lavender. It's purple. What's up, guys? I said, what's up, Jesse? Okay, let's get to these questions because this is a fun slate. This is the two gamer we've been waiting for. Let us know if you guys can hear us too, because we're using this mic right here. So if you can't pick up Taylor or something, let us know. Let's see. Go ahead and jump in if you have any questions. Goff or Holmes? I'm assuming that's Mahomes, and that's Mahomes for me.
Yeah, pretty easily. I mean, I expect the Rams to absolutely roll the Cowboys tonight, but
Right.
I think I still slightly prefer Mahomes. I think people are over-exaggerating, like always, how big of a deal the weather is. Still pretty heavy on the Chiefs. And I think there's a lot of groupthink out there thinking that the Colts are going to win this game or even cover the spread. And I don't know. Personally, don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. I think I'm on the same boat. I'm leaning on Chiefs minus 4.5. I was on Colts when the line initially came out, but it's been bet down now. So I think when you just think about Andy Reid coming off a bye week, you think about dome teams in the snow. I think when you factor in all these things, it looks like a Chiefs. I think Chiefs cover here for sure. Nyheim Hines punt play. I like him more on DK where he's 3.3K. FanDuel, he's not really a FanDuel play, but he definitely can make your team fit. Because he's cheap, you can punt with him, but more on DK for me.
Yeah, especially on DraftKings where it's full PPR. I really like Nyheim Hines. Kind of worrisome as last game, like the 2-minute warning, they had Wilkins out there over him. So it is more of a GPP play in my opinion. But for 3.3K, I guess I don't mind it in cash on DraftKings.
Right. Only wind bothers teams. That's true. Wind is the main thing that bothers offenses. I mean, snow is typically not that bad. Rain is up there, but wind is the main thing. It's supposed to be 10-mile-an-hour winds, which isn't anything that I would adjust my stuff for. I know the under is being smashed. I mean, it's been bet all the way down from 56.5 to 53.5, but I still think we see some points in this game, even if both teams try and run a little bit more. Mac or Damian Williams? That's tough. I'll go Damian Williams, though.
Yeah, Damian Williams. I mean, he's definitely more involved in the passing game, and I expect them to win. Mac could get run off the field if it gets ugly early like we're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Could result in a big game for Nyheim Hines or Wilkins, whoever gets the passing down rolls.
Right. Rams tight ends, fade them both. I'm thinking 11 personnel for this game. The Rams have switched it back and forth, but I mean, Josh Reynolds scored 2 touchdowns last week. There's no reason to go away from him. I think spreading it out is probably their best bet. So I see 11 personnel. So I'm not too much on both. I'll just go Everett out of both of them. Kelsey Hill or Hilton, considering Hooker's out. Kelsey Hill or Hilton, I'll go Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey for me.
Yeah. I think the Colts might scheme to take Hill away. So I think Kelsey. And despite, I mean, the Colts are already like 28th in the league versus the tight end, so it's already a great matchup. 4-game slate, low money, cash wide receivers. I'm trying to process that.
I mean, we got 2
so
on the cheat sheet. I don't know if we want to give away both.
Right. They're on the cheat sheet. Rams or Saints defense. I'll go Rams.
Yeah, probably Rams for me.
Defense is tough, but I think Rams are probably my top overall defense. That Colts offensive line is a little shaky on the right side and their center. And I think Aaron Donald, I mean, he could have an MVP type game in this situation. You think Sherman sees some run in the ground game? I didn't think about that. I don't think so, no.
No, on Prize Picks, so Ezekiel Elliott's still at 25. I believe I was looking at he's only got scored over 25 fantasy points. And they do use FanDuel scoring only twice this entire year. And I expect them to be down this game considerably. It's 25 seems like a smash under on Prize Picks.
Right. If you guys haven't gotten over to Prize Picks, talk about it real quick. You can go ahead and deposit over there. Use our promo code LOCKS and deposit over there. You'll get a 2-pick free entry to win $50, as well as a 100% deposit match on whatever you deposit, up to $1,000. So if you deposit $50, they'll give you $50, and you just have to roll it over once. You don't have to. There's no drip that you have to deal with seeing your promo like in a long time. So.
Yeah, we've been pretty much running the site.
Yeah, it's been fun. We've been there for 3 days since they've been sponsoring us, and it's been fun. I mean, it's a winnable site. You can win money over there, and it's a nice little niche site to get away from the lineup grind on DraftKings and FanDuel. Any Amari tonight? Yeah, I like Amari. The Rams have, despite with Aqib Talib, he is healthy, but the Rams have been giving it up a little bit to perimeter wide receivers. Dak does struggle versus the zone. And the Rams do run a lot of zone, but I think Amari might just get fed. He still averages over 8 targets a game on the road, so I don't know. Kelsey or Ebron?
Yeah, that's Kelsey. That's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's Kelsey.
Ebron just scores at such an incredibly high rate. I don't know if he's obviously probably going to keep it up, but even if he scores 1 touchdown, he really doesn't have nearly the upside that Travis Kelsey does, receiving literally like double the targets.
Mm-hmm. Can y'all rank Eagles receivers? I think that's a good question because that's a hard question.
Well, I mean, I think point per dollar is pretty easily Nelson Aguilar. Well, how many routes did he run?
He ran 40 routes last week, Nelson Aguilar, as opposed to Golden Tate's 27. Golden Tate had the big game. He's got a great matchup versus PJ Williams. I think if we're ranking that points per dollar for me, I would go Aguilar, Tate, and then Jeffrey. Last time the Eagles played the Saints, I was actually on the Eagles in that game with Carson Wentz, and that went horribly for me. That was the start of the Saints defense really like taking that next step. And it was the first game where they shadowed Marshawn Lattimore and Alshon Jeffrey. So I think they're going to do that again, and it really shut down that whole offense. So I think I'll go with Aguilar and Tate point per dollar.
Right, and in games with Nick Foles starting, Aguilar's averaging nearly 10 targets a game. So starting from the beginning of the year, then these last couple of weeks, hard for me to get off Aguilar, especially at 4.3K.
Right. Yo, you take it? I'm going to look at some bets real quick.
Who's your favorite defense? It's probably the Rams, and then if you need to save a bit of money, I like the Chiefs a good bit. Gurley getting over 75 rushing yards, Zeke over 89. Oh, Gurley over 75 yards seemed like a smash play or a smash bet for me.
Yeah, is he listed at 70? I see him at 80 on 5 dimes.
That's really low.
But yeah, both of them are low. I agree.
Like Sproles. I mean, I don't mind him. It was weird last week that he running between the tackles so much. He got 13 carries, I think. Don't think they'll have the opportunity to do it this game because last week the scoring wasn't very high. They could slow down the game. It's not going to be possible against the Saints, really. So he's going to be used more in the passing game, I would assume. And he's he's low 4Ks on DraftKings. I don't mind him over there in a full PPR site. How many touches do you project for CJ Anderson? Like 0?
I could see him getting a few carries.
It's going to be low.
Right. He showed, Todd Gurley's fully healthy. CJ Anderson showed that he can run, though, so I could see him getting like maybe 3-4 carries. Whatever the other guy got. Who was their backup before this? He got hurt. Totally.
Malcolm Brown.
Yeah, Malcolm Brown. Malcolm Brown will get like 4 carries, 3 carries maybe. Nothing crazy. Nothing worth playing. I just missed all those. Breeze over Luck, GPP. Yeah.
We're pretty heavy on the Chiefs today in this game in general.
Yeah. Luck or Foles. I think that's closer.
You get quite the discount with Foles.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to run the ball whatsoever against the Saints.
Right.
I kind of side with Foles, I think.
Right.
The Colts are going to try to slow down the game and run with Mac, but I don't know how long they can keep the Chiefs off the field. That's the only worry.
Godare or Everett? Probably Everett. Everyone's on KC. That's why I'm going Colts. It feels like everyone's on Colts. I don't know.
That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, I don't know if you're talking sports betting or DFS, but it seems like people like the Colts a lot. And I mean, I guess it makes some sense, but seems a little groupthinky for me. Seems a little recency bias for me.
Sammy Watkins too risky for cash. Yeah, he's going to be limited. It's in the snow. He's just going to be a decoy. The only positive thing is that Kelvin Benjamin is a healthy scratch, so it makes me think he's healthier than he is. But I think he just gets the role that Benjamin was playing, just playing very limited snaps, just more of a decoy. How do y'all feel about Dak? Seems like everyone on Luck and Breeze. Well, they should be on Mahomes. But what was it that the Rams play zone coverage and Dak is terrible against it?
Yeah, the Rams run a fair amount of zone coverage. Dak's not great. Amar, even his best weapon has pretty heavy. Oh, you want to get that? You can get that. His best weapon has a pretty heavy home road splits. I think the Cowboys pass game probably struggles in this matchup. Yeah, James White is cheap on DraftKings. It's just concerning that they just prefer Rex Burkhead in almost the same role. I do think using James White versus the Chargers would be very, very plus expected value. So I think it's a good play because Belichick usually does the right thing. So I think that's a good play. What about the weather? It looks awful in KC. Yeah, the weather. I mean, the weather's the reason the line is dropping so much. I think. I don't know. Maybe I think people tend to overreact to weather, in my opinion, but it's up to you guys to make that call. Looks like 10-mile-an-hour winds, some snow on the ground, maybe some falling during the game. Thoughts on Chester Rogers on Yahoo for $10? That's min-priced, yeah. Yeah, I like it. That's real cheap. That's a good play. Mac or Kelsey, cash flex. I say Kelsey for that. Kelsey's probably my top skill position player, like outside of Mahomes. In that game, I like Kelsey the most, probably my top player, even more than Tyreek Hill. Both choosing Reynolds is fine. I think they do go 11 personnel, so I think he'll be out there. But he does match up pretty poorly with these big body cornerbacks, Byron Jones, Chidobe Awuzie. Brandon Cooks matches up way better with his speed versus him. But Reynolds is fine as a salary saver for sure. No mention of Kamara. I like Kamara. No, we just haven't been asked, but I like Kamara for sure. Mike Thomas or save and go with Ginn. I mean, it just depends what you're getting by saving. But I really like Ginn in this matchup. I think he's too cheap on both sides.
Yeah, I think that's where we're finding the edge on DraftKings. Aguilar and Ted Ginn. I think they're both amazing plays. Helps you fit in the guys you want, like Todd Gurley, Mahomes, Kelsey, Michael Thomas.
Cook seems too good tonight at 5.6K. I agree.
Yeah, amazing play.
So does Robert Woods. Both of them seem too cheap, but they both have good matchups too.
Check my DMs. I got you.
Allen or Mike Thomas? Oh, Mike Thomas.
Yeah,
for sure.
Also, that line in the Chargers game, that seems like a lock for the Patriots.
Patriots
-4.
Patriots -4. That's going to get bet on that money's coming in on the Patriots there. It has to. Do you like Gallup? Yeah, I like Gallup. I mean, I think he's fine as a GPP option. I'll actually say that more so. You're basically banking on the Rams to really try and take away Amari. Defense of the week, I like the Rams. All the Rams I love. Yeah, they could definitely be one of those classic Rams onslaught games that it feels like we haven't had in a while, but definitely they're fully healthy. They've been rested, so I think.
Yeah, Gurley did play the last 2 weeks. Right. Sean McVay coming off this much time against a poor Cowboys team. It's hard for me to imagine them even standing a chance.
Mm-hmm. The question just stopped. Do you think we've?
Nah, reaching.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Do we change off KC with this weather? Nah, I wouldn't make any drastic changes. Nothing It's still got a 53.5 over. Like it's still
by far the highest.
Yeah. So you kind of have to take it for what it is. And that looks to be like a high-paced, high-scoring game. Marlon Mack, he's fine. You're kind of rooting. If you play Marlon Mack, you should probably bet the under too, just to double down on it. Because if he does well, it's because they're really running the ball to keep the Chiefs' offense off the field, having success with it. But I'm going more Damian Williams. Thoughts on NDD? Not for me. But defense, you never know. Cowboys gonna win. Bold.
Yeah.
That's bold, man.
Bold, man. Yo, you should bet that straight up.
Yeah.
That probably pays out pretty high.
Yeah, that money line's crazy. +8 right now, I think. Chiefs D tonight. Yeah. I think they're playable for sure.
Hill or Thomas? Probably Thomas. About as good of a matchup as you get against the Eagles.
Yeah.
At home for Michael Thomas, too. Pretty drastic splits.
Hines long shot. I like him more on DK, but I think he's in play on DK. Sort of on FanDuel. Thoughts on Tyrell Williams? He could do well if you think that Belichick's going to scheme to take away Keenan Allen, knowing that Melvin Gordon's kind of banged up. So, yeah, those San Diego perimeter wide receivers are probably a good bet to do well point per dollar-wise. Hunter Henry at 2,800. I haven't looked at Hunter Henry, actually. Is he I'm assuming he's on, like, a ridiculous snap count.
Who's your absolute lock? Probably Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
From me. Kelsey, too.
Yeah, Kelsey.
Gurley and Kelsey, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think people are going to get Key and play Eric Ebron, which I get it. I mean, his touchdown efficiency is really high, but I don't really expect it to keep up at this rate. Because if he doesn't score a touchdown, he's going to have a poor game.
Since you know about who's a good low price option, on what site? I think Chester Rogers is cool. He got 5 targets last week, ran a solid amount of routes. Naheem Hines is good on DK. Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin is a very, very sneaky. Are people talking about Tavon Austin? I'm not sure. But if Cole Beasley misses, Allen Hurns is obviously out with the foot injury. So, yeah, I mean, we could see Tavon Austin be like the primary slot wide receiver in a revenge game. I mean, I think that's fine. Why don't you guys like Zeke? The Rams have a bad run defense. I think they'll really probably try and take Zeke away, you know, like really stack the box, force Dak to throw against the zone. I think if Zeke gets there, it would be on DraftKings with a bunch of catches, a bunch of checkdowns. That's probably how he'll get there.
Yeah, we could see one of those games where he gets 10, 11, 12 targets, 8 or 9 catches.
Right.
So I think that's the route he's going to get there because I don't know. I don't think he's going to have the best game.
And it's not like we don't like Zeke. Like, we do like Zeke.
Right. It's just I like Todd Gurley for, like, so much more.
Yeah. Would you play Ebron and Kelsey together? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Double tight end is always a good way to, like, get low, like, that lineup low-owned in GPPs. People don't usually do double tight ends.
Yeah, I feel like that could be the optimal route on DraftKings where Ebron and Ertz are both pretty underpriced at 5.7K and 5.5K. I think going double tight end and adding them with Travis Kelce is probably the route to go.
Right. Thoughts on Jarwin? If he plays, he's fine, but he's coming off a high ankle sprain where even if he plays, he can't be 100%. If he's out, Dalton Schultz is kind of interesting. If you think that he can – the Rams have struggled versus the tight end, and Jarwin's been a legit fantasy play the past 2 weeks. So if Dalton Schultz plays 100% of the snaps, then he's in play. KC or Colts, straight up KC, and against the spread, KC for me too.
Well, I think I would take like Chiefs minus 6.5.
That's a lot.
5.5, 6.5.
With the weather, that's a lot. But I
know the weather is the only concern.
I was comfortable where it was at though, at 5.5, and now getting it at 4.5 feels good. Feels plus expected value. Rodgers or Inman? Inman.
Yeah, straight up, but Inman's quite a bit
and more expensive
compared
right.
to Rodgers. Yeah.
Right. Thoughts on Edelman? He's in play. He's got a good matchup, in the slot versus Desmond King. So, like, if I saw a guy talking about he thinks vintage Brady, I think that's not a bad guess. And I think if that happens, then Edelman will smash.
Can Foles and Breeze get 577 yards combined? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's pretty much a pass funnel both ways. Both pass defenses are the best, but have amazing run defenses. I think that game hits the over, too. What's it sitting at right now?
47. Wait, which one are we talking about?
No,
51.
51.
Would you fade Hill? It depends what you're getting. I think Hill probably the most fadeable option as far as the high points per dollar wise, as far on Kansas City, because I wouldn't fade Kelsey and I wouldn't fade Damian Williams, and I don't want to fade Mahomes either. So whether in Casey matter, up to you to decide. Not too much to me.
I don't. Yeah, weather's always blown out of proportion.
Zeke or Mac? Zeke.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not. Mac is probably the lowest I am on any running back tonight.
Best defense straight up, Rams.
Yeah.
Inman or Ginn Jr.? That's a good question.
That's tough.
I think maybe Ginn for me.
Yeah, I think I like Ginn more.
I think Ginn is a good play. Inman or Mike Williams? That's Mike Williams. I'll say Mike Williams.
Ebron or Damian Williams? Williams, easy.
And Damian Williams, yep.
Yeah.
Mac and Gurley or Zeke and Williams?
I think I still side Zeke and Williams. I don't want to play Mac.
All right, Zeke and Williams.
I don't know, but I want Gurley.
You should. I feel like going with the best player is probably the best move, which is Gurley.
It usually is, but Damian Williams?
Yeah, I'd say Zeke and Williams too.
That's close, though. I would drop your defense as low as it gets if that means you can get Gurley instead of Zeke. But Gurley, it depends on what site he's talking about because Gurley's cheaper on FanDuel.
Anyways, Chris Hogan. Yeah, I mean, it really did look like Brady was trying to build some chemistry with Hogan in that last game. He gave him 11 targets, I think. So, I mean, if you think he was trying to build something for the playoffs, then sure. Woods or Cook? Honestly, it's tough. I think Cooks could have a big game here. I don't think Chidobe Awuzie, I don't think Byron Jones can keep up with him pace-wise. So I think he could really explode for some big plays. Hill or Hilton? Hill for me.
Yeah, it's Hill pretty easily for me.
Kamara and Ginn or Mike Thomas and James White? Kamara and Ginn.
Yeah, same.
Is Rodgers a sneaky play?
Are people talking about him? I don't know. I think he's a pretty solid play.
Yeah.
Especially given the price.
Yeah.
But I do like Ginn and Aguilar more for what it's worth.
Fade Mac because playing from behind? Yeah. That's the main reason.
Yeah, because he's not very involved in the passing game. That's going to be reserved for Naheem Hines or Wilkins, who I think Hines is a decent GPP play. I guess I don't mind him in cash on DraftKings because he's so cheap.
Would you stack Rams? I think it's a viable route for sure.
I think they shit on him.
Yeah, in cash and GPP.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys are playing on Prize Picks, I like the under on T.Y. Hill. I sent it out at 18 points, but it got moved down to 17. But I still think I like the under on that.
Yeah.
Because if he's not scoring a touchdown in a half-point PPR, it's hard for him to touch that, really. And he doesn't score touchdowns very often, so.
Sammy Watkins, GPP FanDuel. Yeah, Sammy Watkins is a GPP play. Because if for whatever reason Sammy Watkins is not on a snap count, which he will be on a snap count. But if for whatever reason he's not, he's a good play for sure. Woods or Hilton, DK.
That's close.
I'll go Woods. Woods is a good matchup.
I think I'd go Woods, and Woods is cheaper, so.
Yeah. Woods has a good matchup in the slot versus Dallas. Cooper versus Woods, I'll go Woods there too. They're just like the same receiver except one's on a better
But I think
team.
we like Cooks more than Woods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hines versus Tavon? Well, I never even thought about that. That's tough.
I mean, Tavon, assuming that everything breaks perfectly for him, probably him. But I mean, on defense, I don't know. That's
I feel
tough.
like he's going to get the majority of the snaps in the slot. Even if BZ plays, he's definitely going to be limited if he plays. So you can see a lot of snaps from Tavon.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously he can break this slate with just one play.
Do I want Ginn, Kamara, and Thomas in the same DK lineup? Is that too many? No, that's fine.
I think it's fine, yeah, because, I mean,
that's fine.
They're projected for like 30 points.
Yeah, they have the second highest total. Throw Breeze in that lineup too while you're at it, honestly.
Yeah, if you're going that far, you might as well go all the way. Yeah, they're still projected for 29.5 points. That's actually the highest at the moment.
Mahomes or Luck? Mahomes.
You switching it up?
No. I'm just making sure I have it
Any
right.
Melvin Gordon interest? I'm pretty sure we just read earlier that he's going to have 2 braces on both his legs, right?
Yeah, there's a chance that he plays this with 2 braces on each, or 1 brace on each leg.
And he was really amazing at the beginning of the year, the first half of the year, just because he had such a large role in the passing game. But Eckler's almost completely taken that away from him. He's only getting 2 or 3 targets a game, opposed from like 6, 8 plus targets a game. So, and he's injured, and they're probably going to be behind. So, no, I'm not on Melvin Gordon at all. I hope people buy it at the price tag because at first glance it looks amazing, but I'm not on him. Ebron or Mac? I think Ebron for cash, Mac for GPP.
Yeah, that's tough.
I'm just assuming that they're playing from behind and Mac gets played off the field.
Right.
Hill or Allen? Hill. Buy a bed frame.
Buy a bed frame? I have a bed frame.
No, I think he's talking about when I was talking to
what?
When I was talking to Fantasy Supreme. And I told him to buy a bed frame.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's like collecting like fucking $3,000 or something. And his mattress is on the floor.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell my bed frame actually. If anyone in the New York area wants it, I can have it. Edelman, good play. Yeah, real good play. Chiefs D. Yeah, I like the Chiefs defense. I think they're a good play. I live in LA. It rains, soggy field gonna affect. I mean, on FanDuel it's a 2-game slate, and both fields are trash. So
right, yeah. So it's the same thing. I mean, if anything, that would probably benefit Todd Gurley.
Yeah, typically, I think most people know this by now, but typically, like poor field conditions hurts the defense more because the offense already knows like what route they're running and stuff.
Williams or Mac? Williams pretty easy.
Williams, yeah. Pick one: DK, Hill, Allen, Woods.
Hill.
Yeah, Hill.
But on DK, Woods is so cheap.
Yeah, point per dollar.
Point per dollar, probably like Woods.
Yeah, unless someone specifies point per dollar, I always just assume it's in general. But I feel like we should assume point per dollar because that's just more helpful
for DFS. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we at? 4:33.
Yeah, lock in 2 minutes.
2-minute lock. Make sure you guys are getting your lineups in, getting everything locked. Don't get left with invalid entries.
Woods or Cooks GPP? Definitely Cooks and GPP. I think I like him more in general.
Are you guys watching the game? Of course.
We just ordered some food.
Oh, that just came.
It's here, yeah, bro. Yeah. But they only got 1 Coke. Dude, seamless fucking up.
Guys in the city, yep. New York City for a couple more weeks, and then I'm back. Thanks, fellas. Good luck. Good luck to you too, man. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, we're gonna get it tonight.
PPR, Hilton or Cooper? Ooh.
Ew.
Hilton?
Probably Hilton.
Yeah.
Donald Trump 2020.
Purple or lavender? I don't know. I guess you could go purple.
I think it's purple.
Yeah. But I'll go with either. Lavender's nice.
We do an NBA live stream, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
2 hours away.
Yep. Good luck, guys. 4:34. Thank you.
All right, guys. Any last second questions?
Last second questions before we get out of here? Good luck. Thank you. All right. Perfect.
I'm big on Gordon. Sheesh.
Thanks, guys. See Taylor during NBA.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. We ordered Indian food. We ordered some Indian food. All right, guys, take it easy.